Today, I want to talk about the importance of not being on the internet too much. And by that, I mean not being chronically online and chronically intaking TikTok, Instagram, Reddit, the news, and making sure that even though, like, look, the reality is at the end of the day, nearly all of us are going to be using these apps and these things on almost daily basis to really, for at least part of the day, um, disconnect from that and bring yourself back to reality, which is you without this kind of magic mirror in front of your face and just connecting with yourself, with your body, with your feelings, with what's actually real and what actually matters in your life. Because I feel like, especially my generation, but even more for the guys who are younger, you guys can and will get so sucked into the culture that has been developed through the online world or the metaverse, basically, that you forget what real life is. And this not only manifests as extreme opinions and weird memes that kind of like, that kind of leach into real life, but becomes dangerous in in the way that it can start turning young men into extremists for all the wrong reasons. You've got all kinds of extremists these days. You've got Nazis, right wingers, um, all kinds of left wingers as well who get crazy. You've got people who start becoming too anarchist and people who become too nihilist. I think regardless of what really your philosophy on the world is whenever you start finding yourself going down the rabbit hole, especially down the rabbit hole of hate, I guarantee it's probably caused by the content that you're consuming online. So to get rid of it, simply get rid of the content that you're consuming. And I'm not talking about not ever going onto these apps because I use them too, man. I enjoy a nice laugh to the memes. If you guys saw my reels or my TikToks that come up on my screen, you probably think I'm a bit gone in the head. Like, I just want to watch stuff that makes me laugh. I really despise the stuff that is just like rage bait, if you know what I'm saying. The more you go into that, the more energy those people suck from you, the more energy that the the, the online world sucks from you, the less energy that you'll have in real life to kind of achieve your dreams and achieve what you want in life. So please, especially to the young guys who are going into their teen years and getting older, like, stop putting importance on clout, stop putting importance on memes and opinions on the internet. And while I would suggest you start creating an online persona and an online image that you can then maybe turn or make part of what your career is in the future, I would highly suggest that you make sure to avoid serious controversy and problems. And I know that's hard because in this social media age, it's almost as if controversy brings popularity because it polarizes people and people either choose to follow you or they choose to not follow you. And that can actually bring you a lot of followers. But especially when consuming content like that, do not let it control your mind. Do especially, like, people like to think they're free willed, which, and I believe that people are mostly free willed, but then you start to see how people behave after certain content has been consumed, and then that makes you question the reality of their free will and whether they actually have it in the first place. And people can be described as NPCs, but that's not true. Every human is a human. They have feelings just like you. They, like, the intelligence spectrum is huge, so they might be a different intelligence of you. At the end of the day, they're a human being. They're not a robot. They're not an NPC. So please, guys, do not be chronically online. Literally go outside and touch grass, grab a pull up bar, and start doing pull ups. Maybe go for a run. And I guarantee it'll make you feel better than some rage bait TikToks will make you feel. Even if even if your heart's broken or you're lonely and you feel like you're not doing much, going outside and doing a run and some pull ups will always make you feel better. Get the sun on your face. Eat some good food. Man, we're animals at the end of the day. Feed that inner animal with things from nature that make you feel good. and you'll be surprised at how effective that is in making your life better. Anyway, today is a push day, a good push day. You'll see what I do in the video. Again, I'm slightly experimenting with my workouts. I've been really kind of concentrating on trying to focus on making my form better, because when I felt like I was starting to creep into ego lifting in a lot of lifts. So I'm really trying to reel back the weight. Like, no one cares about the weight. It's how you look at the end of the day, unless you're a power lifter. So yeah, good push day, and I'll catch you at the end where I talk about whatever I talk about. Okay, guys, you know how it goes. We started off today with a run to the gym, a bit slower today, and I realized that because it felt quite easy. So tomorrow we're going to be speeding it up. And then here's the 225 or 100 kilos for a rep and a half, basically, because the first rep's clean. But the second rep, I don't know why it was so hard, but I hit that halfway point and I just didn't really push through. And so with the tiny, tiny spot, he just touches the bar, I get it up. And I followed that up with about 3 sets in a reverse pyramid. So getting lighter but more reps with each set. I kind of really enjoy those, and I feel like I get a really good stretch out of that. Next, we moved on to the chest press on the machine. And again, I don't really know if I'm kind of going a bit too heavy on this. I feel like I'm getting the right contraction and I'm keeping my shoulders down, but I felt like today maybe my bum was lifting off the chair a bit too much. But we'll see about next week, maybe lowering the weight just a little bit and really focusing on the contraction. But again, I did 2 sets with this heavy weight, and then I did a third set where I hit the heavy weight for failure, and then I lowered the weight until failure. Following that, we did the shoulder press on the machine. Again, I wanted to focus on really slowing it down and trying to get more of a contraction, really focusing on the form, not the weight. I cannot be ego lifting if I want really the gains that I want. And so this was really good. I only did 2 sets of that for today because I wanted to incorporate this next lift a little bit more, because at least for me personally, I just get way more of like a burning feeling in my shoulders when I do this. And please ignore my good friend here, currently just giving us a nice little look at the bunda. But he didn't mean to. He was just in front of the camera. It's okay. But yeah, I like this kind of shoulder press on the Smith machine with the behind the back. I really feel it in my rear delts, so that's why I did 2 sets of this today. And again, I really am not worried about the weight that I'm pushing. I'm more worried about the contraction that I'm feeling on this, because I want growth through that contraction. And then after that, we had these kind of full range of motion raises, lateral raises. And I really, again, I want to lower the weight. And so I did. I didn't grab much weight, only 8 kilos, but with the straighter arms and the slower on the negative, like I felt the burn much more than when I use heavier weights and I kind of end up pressing it on the way up. But yeah, I love this movement. This movement is just so good for the shoulder all around, and much better than just normal lateral raises, in my opinion, and has been responsible for really a lot of my shoulder growth, especially in the last year and a half. So I highly, highly, highly recommend anyone implement these into their push day, shoulder day routine. And then we finished off with the triceps after the shoulders. And I watched this video of Mike Mensa training one of his clients with the tricep pushdown. And in it, he was really emphasizing just be really slow and really slow on the negative, especially. And today, I wanted to test myself. So I wanted to see how much pain I could actually handle. And that's why I was really doing really, really high reps, not that much weight, same weight as last time, but really trying to do as many reps and really focusing on that pain zone at the end. And I really like these for the tricep, and the lighting's pretty good too. So, and then after that, we finished off with some dips. Of course, dips are just a Chad exercise. Like, they make you feel like a beast, like you're some prisoner doing madness in the yard. But yeah, dips are great for the lower chest and the tricep, and just burn out for the finish. And yeah, onto the yap. Pull day finished, and it was a good one. Today we hit 100 kilo,
It was only for for 2 reps, and one of them was spotted. But honestly, for me, on a cut, hitting 100 kilo or 225, it's really good. There was times where I was heavier, much heavier, like a year or two ago, where I was quite fat, but I was hitting 225 for like quite a few reps. But to be consistently hitting it on a cut, which we'll see how I'm next week, that would be really impressive, at least for me personally. It's a bit dark today on the walk. I'm sorry, guys, if you don't see my face, but yeah, man. All in all, a good day. Woke up early, but wasn't as productive in the morning. I think it's interesting how you constantly have to fight this kind of battle with almost two sides of you, the side of you that wants to be better and the side of you that wants to be comfortable. And I think that slowly, as kind of my life is going on, I'm starting to learn to listen less to the side of me that wants to be comfortable and more to the side of me that wants to be better. It really is like the devil and the angel on your shoulder. The devil sits there and appears as the angel, appears as the one saying, no, just relax, no, you don't have to do this. But the angel is the one who appears as a devil. He's the one who's pushing you, making you feel like you're not enough, making you feel like you've got to be doing more, because the angel in the end knows that that's what's good for you. The devil will always tempt you to take the easy route, to go the route of self-indulgence, the route of comfortability, really. Whereas the angel will force you into hardship so that you can grow. And that's something that I'm realizing more and more. I would say, in general, over these last few days, even though there has been some unexpected events, I'm actually feeling a lot better than recent times, or better than I have in recent times. And I think it's because I'm starting to have more faith in the process, you know. I'm realizing it's not a rush, and that regardless what's meant to happen will happen, and that to really enjoy what I have right now. And that's a moment of freedom, actual freedom in my life, to kind of get to know myself and know what I want and how I feel. But yeah, now on the way home from push day, it was good. We hit bench press, chest press, shoulder press, the full extension lateral raises, tricep, push down and dips. And we also did the weighted curls on the core, which honestly, I've noticed so much strength gains from that. And it's one of the things that I never really realized how much stronger I could get in, is my core. So yeah, very good day. Tomorrow, legs. I'm starting to think about maybe switching how my program is a bit. Maybe thinking about doing, instead of almost a 4 days on, 3 days off kind of thing, doing one on, one off, one on, one off, or one on, one off, 2 on, 1 off, 1 on, 1 off. I think doing that makes it so I am actually more consistent in the long run, because really rest is just as important as the actual working out itself. Rest, diet, and the intensity are really what cause the gains that you're looking for. And yeah, also it's really starting to get warmer now, so it's nearly time for calisthenics to fully get a hold, and that's going to be amazing, honestly, because then I can do 4 days in the gym and also rip some more calisthenics on the side, of a few days of calisthenics, and I think that will actually create some crazy changes. So yeah, very good day in Operation Arion. I'm feeling better, more opportunities are arising, my friends are chilling, I'm talking to more people every day. Life is good. I'm creating my life here in the UK now that I'm back, and I'm happy about it. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.